Hello all, welcome to this online recording sessions in data science. So in this Python session, so we are going to see file handling. Okay, so file handling, so how do we handle a file? So generally, so what we will create, how do we create files? So we take Word, we take Excel, we take PowerPoint, and we do generate, add some data and we do generate it, right? So this is how we follow. Okay, so what if I generate these files with the help of code in Python? It's looking interesting, right? So that concept we will look into here. Okay, so there are two types of files if you ask me. There are text files and binary files. Okay, so first we'll see text files. So directly we'll move to code part and try to implement it. Okay, so let me take one new file. Okay, some new file. Okay, so to do any file handling, so we have three steps. The first step is, first we need to open the file. Okay, first we need to open the file, then we need to perform some operation. Okay, so that operation will be, it can be anything. It can be read, write, append and delete. So these operations we can perform in file handling. Okay, so first we will see write and append, then followed by read, then delete. So how we will delete the file. Okay, so what are the steps we will need to follow while using this file handling? Means first to open the file, open. Second, perform operation. So perform operation. Okay, it can be read, it can be any of this: read, write, append or delete. Then close the file. So these are the three steps that we need to follow in file handling steps. Okay, so first we will see how we can do it. So you will be feel interesting to this study this topic, because we are generating files using file handling, right? So it will be quite interesting. Okay, so first I'm labeling, taking one variable. So the very first step is open. So here I need to give file name. Okay, so my file name is, I'm putting as file1. Okay, so my file1, so my file name is file1. Okay, so I want to write. So if you want to write, we need to give write option. If you want to read, you need to give R as an option here. Okay, so accordingly you need to modify it. Okay, okay, the very next step is we are performing write, right? So next step will be file dot write. File dot write. So since we are writing it, file dot write. Okay, so writing means what? We need to give input. So if you want to write, you can write directly here. So if you want to take the input from the user manually, then you can take it. Okay, so for that, for taking input from the user, you need to take one variable and take an input. So if you take input statement only, we can take input from the user, right? Enter the data. Okay, so for that variable we will attach it to this file. So I'm creating a file. Okay, so this line indicates create a file. Okay, create a file. If not present, okay, if not present. So if it is present, it will directly open. If it is not present, it will create with this file name. Okay. So next step is input data. Input data. This step is input data. Okay. Next step is write. Okay. So this is second step. First step is open the file with file name. Then you need to perform some operation, whether it can be write, read, append or delete, right? So I'm performing write operation. So in write operation, we can give input manually or we can take from the user. So I'm taking from the user. So that's why one more step got added here. Okay. I'm taking from input from the user. Okay. So this operation is read. Okay. Sorry, write. Right. So next step is close. So file dot close. So these are the steps, the three steps that we need while performing the write operation. Okay. So let us execute it. So first cell, it will take time, right? First cell, it will take time. Yeah. So now it is asking me to write some text. I'm writing some text into it. I'm giving my input. Okay. So let me give here some space. It will look good. Okay. Good. Okay. Yeah, it got executed. Now you need to check here. Okay. So with the, I don't have any file. Okay. So that's why it got created. Okay. It got created. So what data I have given? You need to, we can open it. You can double click it. You can open it. See. So I given some data in it. Okay. So good is the some data present in it. So I can download it also. File, download. So it will get downloaded. Okay. So it will be in .txt file. If it is in doc, that can be opened in Word. Okay. If it is in .txt, that means it is a notepad file. Okay. So similarly, you can rewrite it. Okay. So if I'm running the code again, so what happens if I run the code again? Control V. Okay. So this time I'm giving morning. Shift enter. So same file name I'm creating. So previously what I given good. Now I am giving morning. Okay. So let us check it. See. Now morning is came in this file. So if you observe, my previous data is getting overridden with the present data. Okay. So it shouldn't happen like that. Okay. So I want to add to the previous data only to my existing data. I want to get good morning as an output. So what can I do? I can use append. Okay. See. Okay. So if you observe here, if you use write option, it will directly override it. Okay. It will override it. Okay. So if you have any data in it, it will write it. So if already data is present, it will override it. But if you use append, what will happen? It will join the text. Okay. It will add to the existing data. Okay. That is the advantages of append. Okay. Right. We have seen write and append, right? Now let me show the very interesting part here. So we have generated text file, right? Let me generate Excel file. Excel file. So we can generate Excel file, Word file, PPT also we can generate. Okay, using code in Python. So that concept all comes in file handling. So here I'm giving some text. Yeah, see, if you download it, what you are getting? Excel file. if you open this Excel file, what data you are getting? You'll have some data in it, right? Okay, some data which is having this, okay, some Python, okay, we'll have that data here. Okay, you can generate similarly the other PPT also. So if I want to generate, just change the extension of the file. Okay, previously I generated notepad file, now I have generated Excel file. Let me check for Word file. Hello. Yeah, this is also got generated. Let me download it. So if I download it, yeah, you can see I'm getting in Word format. So in Word format, you can see the text hello. Okay, so I'm generating Word file, notepad file and Excel file. So similarly, I can generate PPT also. Dot PPT. Dot PPT. Okay. Good. Let me refresh it. Yeah. So I got PPT file also. I'm downloading it. So if I download it, so I'm getting PPT also. Okay. See with good. In this slide, I'm getting good. Okay. So see how advantage it is. So with this 3 lines only, I'm able to generate Word file, notepad file, Excel file, as well as PPT file. Okay. So like this, you can generate many files. Okay. As many I want. Okay. So we have seen what is the use of append. Okay. And we have seen how to create different files. And we have seen how to use write. Okay. So now we will write some data. Okay, let me take, yeah. Now I'll generate another file, myfile.to.txt. What will happen? Python coders. Yeah. If I refresh it, yeah, I got myfile2.txt and I also have myfile.1.txt. Okay. So what data is present here? Python coders is there. Okay. So now if I append it, what happens? So if I append it, what happens? The text will get attached, right? The thing what I'm appending, it will attach to that, right? Python coders are good. Okay. So let me open this file again. Yeah. See here what is happening. So if I'm writing again, it is getting append, fine. Okay. But I want it in next line. So if you want to get your data in next line, so what we need to do? So what we need to do? You can add here file dot write /n \n. So next line will come here. Okay. So if I want to write 5 lines or 10 lines, what I will do? First line is used to create, right? So second line we are writing the data, right? So if you want to generate 5 lines of data, so if you generate the data, it will come in horizontally. It will not come like this. If you use /n, it will come fine. But if you want to generate 5 lines or 10 lines like that, what we need to do? You can take for loop. So for I in range. So for I in range, you can take 5 lines of code. So for 5 lines, you repeat this statement. Okay. You add data, you attach it to file and give next line. Okay, so in this case you'll have 5 lines, okay, in like this, okay, vertically rather than horizontally. Okay, so let me give 5 inputs. So let me give the programming language: C, Java, Python, C Sharp, SQL. Okay, so these are 5 lines I have given. So let me open this file. Yeah, see, we are getting 5 lines. Okay, 5 lines of code. Okay, so this is how you generate the data into the file that you have added. Okay, so you can add 10 lines also. If you want to add 10 lines, you can give 10 here. So if you want to add 15 lines, you can give 15 lines and repeat this for loop again. Okay, so this is how you add data to the existing file using append. Okay, you can add how many lines you can add, you can put it in for loop. Okay, if you don't want to append, if you want to create separately, you can just use write symbol. Okay, yeah, now we have finished write and append. Now we will go to read option. Okay, so I want to read the data. Okay, so I want to read the data. Writing option is clear, right? So read the data. So read the data from what? Some the file. Okay, so you give the file from where you want to read. Okay, if I want to read the data from myfile.doc. Okay, doc. Okay, sorry, here we need to change the option. We need to give R, and here we need to give read. Okay, read the data, and we can remove this. So since we are not giving any input, we can remove it, and we can stick with only the 3 commands that we generally use for this file handling. Okay, so let me run it again. So print the data also, that what you are reading, because otherwise it will read, system will read, but we will not able to see it. If you want to see it, just whatever the file that we have read, just put it in a variable. Okay, just put it in a variable and then try to read it. Let me give myfile2.txt. If data is not present, it will not show. Okay, dot txt. Okay, see, this is how you read the data. So whatever, so if I want to read what is present in file 1, see, morning good. So I'm reading the data. So whatever you give the file name and option here as R, that means it will read from that file. Okay, so in order to see, user need to see, you need to print it. System will read, but if you want, user want to see and read, you need to print the data. So print the data can be enclosed with one variable. That read function can be enclosed in one variable, and that can be printed here so that user can see it. Okay, so what if I want to read some specific line? Okay, some specific line. So let me take this example only. Yeah, so I want to read, so I have many lines of text. Imagine some 10, 15 lines of or 100 lines of data you're having. So in that, if you want to read the second line, so what you will do? You will use read lines. Okay, read lines. So read lines, then here you give which line you want to read. Okay, see, so I want to read second line, then what is happen? 0 1 2, second line you can read. So if you want to read third line, so what you will do? Give third. See, third line you are giving. So like this you can read any line if you want. Okay, and there is one more feature also if you ask me, so that is read line. So read line helps us to, so read and read line are same. So read here in bracket you can give the number of characters. Okay, so if you want to read how many characters, say suppose 6 characters, if you want to read, give it as 6 here. Yeah, 6 characters. If you want to read 5 characters from this file, okay, 5 characters, you give 5 here. Yeah, you can read 5 characters. Okay, if you just use read option, it will read entire file. So if you want to read some specific line, we need to use read lines, and in square brackets you need to mention the line number. Okay, so if you want to read the characters, you need to mention the characters, how many characters you want to read. Okay, so if you want to read the very first line, what we need to do? We can use read line. Okay, read means the entire, only first line means what? You can use read lines also. You can use read line also. Yeah, you can use this one. Okay, if I want to read some 5 characters from first line, yeah, 5 lines. So if I want to read 10 lines, 10 lines. Okay, so in this way you can read lines. So whatever the line you want to read, you can read it. Okay, so we have seen read line, read lines, read for reading. Okay, for writing we can use just write. Okay, for append we can same code will be for append and write. So here you can see append. For append and write, the code will be same, but the only change is A. A means append, W means write, R means read. So that is what we need to change. Minor change you need to easy write with 3 lines only. We are able to generate it. So next we will delete the file. Okay, so deleting the files. So how we will delete it? So deleting the file. Okay, so how do you delete a file? So for deleting file we have some special operations. Okay, so first we need to import OS. Import OS. Okay, OS. Yeah, so after importing, next we need to check it. Okay, if the file is present only, we need to delete it. So if you directly apply delete option, what will happen? We may get error if file is not found. If file is found, that's fine. Okay, so that's why your IntelliSense also you are getting os.remove file2.txt. So I am having file2.txt. If I run it, it will delete it. So if I am asking to print it, okay, so see, it got deleted. So similarly, if I want to delete my file1.txt, yeah, it got deleted. So if I want to delete file1.doc, it will delete my file1.doc. Yeah, it got deleted. So next, my file1.ppt, yeah, you can refresh it. Okay, you can refresh it. To show here, it may take time. If you refresh it, you can find the change. Okay, this is how you delete the file. Okay, so I want to extend this deleting option. Okay, so what if the file is not found? We are deleting it. So if I delete it again, see, I'm getting error, file not found. Okay, so we don't know, so how to overcome this? Okay, So there is some special lines we can write. Okay, so what we can write? So we can write import OS. So import OS is already there, so I'm removing it. So if os dot path exist. So this is the lines of code, os dot path dot exist. So my file name you need to give. Okay, so my file name, my file one dot xlsx. Okay, xlsx. Okay, then os dot remove. Okay, if in my path, okay, so os dot path dot exist means in my path, if this file exists, okay, if this file exists, xlsx, if this file exists, then it need to be removed. So the user should also get a notification. Okay, so I'll put a notification as file got deleted successfully. Okay, file got deleted successfully. Else what? File not found. Okay, that looks better, right? So else print file not found. Okay, yeah, since my file is present, it is showing file got deleted successfully. So what if I run this code again? So now if you observe, my file is not there, right? So then what, instead of getting error, what message I need to get? File not found. Let me see. Yeah, there is no file here, so that's why I'm getting file not found. So these lines of code help us to identify the file in our path, and if it is found, it will get deleted. Okay, so if it is not found, then it will show a message file is not found. Okay, so it is very interesting, right? With the help of Python code, we are generating files, and we are reading, we are writing, we are appending, we are deleting. Okay, this is all about text files. Okay, binary files are again different. Okay, this is what we do it in file handling concept. So let me label this file name as file handling. Okay, file handling. Okay, file handling using Python. Okay, save it .ipynb. So okay, so that's it for this session. So I hope it is clear to everyone, right? File handling. So thank you all. Thank you for giving this opportunity. Thank you, one and all.
Like, share, comment, and subscribe VNR Digital Learning Resource YouTube channel.